Disclaimer: the first part of this video was recorded about a year ago, so if anything sounds off, blame 1 year ago me. Anyways, enjoy this video. My name is NC, and today I bring you the Round 25 Gauntlet, which is honestly pretty simple, and it's in its name. Practically get to round 25 on every map chronologically from World of War to BO3's Last Generation Shadows. You might be wondering, hey, why are you doing Last Gen Shadows for the last? Because that version of the map is so buggy, it might as well have that for its finale, right? So, with that, I'm just gonna shut up and I'm gonna leave you with the screenshots of proof, and then I will give you my thoughts and opinions on every map. And then we'll do the tier list afterwards, which is gonna be very fun. Anyways, see you guys later, when we get there. Good lordy, that was a lot of screenshots of proof. Very fun that I unfortunately couldn't get any gameplay, but hopefully for like other iterations of this challenge, I'll be able to get gameplay. Regardless, this is the time of the video where I give my opinions on every map. I can't speak, I'm sorry. From every map that was featured in this gauntlet. Take it away. For being the first map ever to exist, it's still a fun experience today, but only in a few game sessions, because after those few games, I found myself drifting off the gameplay of different maps. But moving past that, let's talk about the map and setup. The map is a claustrophobic box, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sure, that might mean that your run might end early because of being trapped in a tight room, but that's an indication of poor playing, and it's not really the map's fault. But what of the setup? Well, I recommend using the flamethrower and the MG42 because that's what I used for my round 25 run, and I am the messiah over everything. Because the box doesn't move in this map, you can spin the box over and over with no consequence. Could you stop doing that? Overall, I really like this map. Well, I wouldn't say really like this map, but I still like it. But obviously there's better maps out there. Remember when I said that Noct was claustrophobic? Well, Verrect is even more claustrophobic and tight. It did bring innovations that would be main series staples from here on out. Those things are Perker Colas, traps, power, and the movable box. Let's talk about these things in depth. Perks are scattered throughout the map. These perks are called Quick Revive, Double Tap Root Beer, Speed Cola, and Juggernog. Quick Revive revives teammates faster and doesn't have its solo mechanic until Black Ops 1. Are you done? No? Okay. Double Tap Root Beer doubles your fire rate, which can mean you blow through your ammo twice as fast. Speed Cola allows you to reload faster, and Juggernog increases your health. These things extend your run, but as I said, because of how tight this map is, you can get easily trapped. But besides that, I want to talk about the setup. Because there's two spawn locations, one is better than the other, and that's the Juggernog side. If you don't know what side it is, look around for a Juggernog fridge, and that is your indicator. The reason why I say that this side is better is because it doesn't interfere with the training room. My loadout for this map is nearly the same as Noct, except that instead of using the MG42, I used the PPSH. Yes, the PPSH was introduced in Verrect, but overlooking that, this map is practically the same as Noct, It's fine, but it's not a map I yearn to play every day. This map is way too easy. There's an open space called the Comm Room, and combined with the newly introduced Wonderwolf and a Hellhound boss round that happens every other 5 or so rounds, it's so easy to get to high rounds. But there are some things I want to mention. Number 1, from what I can tell, Shinonuma is a completely original map, unless I'm wrong, and the Hellhounds are buggy along with the zombies. I think the way Hellhounds work is that if you get hit by a Hellhound, it takes longer to regenerate health regardless of if the damage indicator is no longer visible. The setup is interesting for this map. I recommend watching Claystar's Shinonuma High Round Strategy Guide, but I'll try to summarize it the best I can. After a round or two, open the door and spawn instead of clearing the debris in the staircase. Once in the Flogger Trap area, camp in the hut with the mystery box for a few rounds with the Thompson. After those few rounds, open up the map hoping for Juggernog and Speed Cola. If you're lucky with the fucking Perca-Cola spawns, spin the box for the Wonderwolf and PPSH 41. Once obtained, train in the Comm Room or Flogger Trap area. But you can flip any of these steps as you please, but as I said, I highly recommend watching Claystar's in-depth guide. In conclusion, Shinonuma is plagued by being too easy, thus being pretty forgotten, unlike the next map we're about to mention. I'm gonna start it off by saying that Derice is the hardest map of the World of War Zombies maps. Many people say that Verrucht is, but I disagree, and there's a ton of reasons why I say that. Number 1, the 24 zombie cap is no longer a thing, meaning that the higher the round, the more zombies they are to kill. Number 2, the Wonderwolf, the strongest weapon of the map, will eventually make you lose your Juggernaut. Number 3, training is very difficult on this map, not because this map is too small, but because there aren't many spots to comfortably train in, forcing you to camp. However, there's a new innovation that began in this map, and it's spread to every map onward excluding Bus Depot and Farm. That being Pack-a-Punch, a machine that upgrades your weaponry power tenfold. Hellhounds return, but in the later rounds, Hellhounds will spawn alongside zombies, making things more tough. The setup on this map is straightforward. Stay in spawn until the start of round 4, open the Thompson room way of the map, if that makes any sense. Turn on power, get Jug, camp in the power area for 2 rounds with the Thompson, get Pack-a-Punch opened, spin the box for the PPSH 41 and the MG 42, Pack-a-Punch both weapons, and camp. A simple setup, yet effective. And that's the end of World of War Zombies. An old relic for sure, but plagued with bugs that hinder the gameplay, like how the fucking zombies magnetize to you. Don't even get me started with that shit. Anyways, on to Black Ops 1. For some reason, this map feels like Shinonuma and Derice. The reason behind this is that the map has the difficulty of Shinonuma and the structure of Derice. But it's because it was meant to be a World of War map. The setup is easy to do. Stay in spawn for a bit, turn on power, get Jug, Pack-a-Punch the MP40, spin the box for the Thunder Gun, and you're set. I must mention that the Nova 6 crawlers are a pain to deal with sometimes, but really other than that it's pretty easy and I had fun with my run. I actually enjoy this map and it's fun on a good day, but it is difficult. I say that because of the Pentagon Thief stealing your weapons and it is pretty close quarters. My setup was the ray gun and the baby AK, I believe. And before you ask, I am referring to the AK-74U, and that's the nickname a buddy of mine gave it. 5 has been a struggle for me for a while. You gotta get lucky with RNG. A strategy that can be used in the early game is that you have a useless weapon to sacrifice for the Pentagon Thief round. Otherwise, I had a pretty fine time with this map, all things considered. This map is stupid easy. The Thunder Gun comes back along with some additions noting the Gurge devices and PhD Flopper, and combined with Mustang and Sally, it is really easy to get to high rounds. but the monkeys are so annoying. It takes like around 2 shots of the thunder gun to take them down, and they can steal your perks. There are 3 training areas, one on the lunar pad, where PhD Flupper is spotted, one in spawn, and one in the stamina up location. This map has so many things that benefit the player, and it can be easily beaten without lifting a pinky. Call of the Dead is one of my favorite maps of all time, and I can't really pinpoint it as to why. It's either the characters or the layout of the map. I don't like how Jug is in a bad area though. As soon as you turn on power, you can get to Pack-a-Punch immediately because of the lighthouse. George Romero is pretty annoying and can fuck up your training momentum, but if you have a Pack-a-Punch Dragunov, you can get rid of him for a round and he comes back with full health, which is actually kind of annoying once you think about it. Because of this, I didn't touch Romero at all because I think it was a waste of money and time and ammo. Everything. It was just a waste of everything. This map started my universal setup, and that is the Mustang and Sally paired with the baby AK Pack-a-Punched. This setup can carry you through every Black Ops 1 map onward. Also, the Easter egg song slaps very hard. But this will end the easy stuff in Black Ops 1. This is my least favorite Black Ops 1 map. Why? Because of the Shrieker zombies, Napalm zombies, and the annoying nature of this map as a whole. I can see why people might like the map, but it's the weakest of Black Ops 1 zombies in my opinion. Like for Rucked and Knocked, this map is really tight, and because of that it's harder, and in some cases, not fun. The Wonder Weapon makes up for it though, because it's pretty fun and satisfying to use. However, the BO3 version has this thing where you get caught when you're trying to run through a horde, so you have to shoot in front of you, which makes it less satisfying if I'm honest. I know I've been thrashing Shangri-La, but what I'm saying is all my personal opinion, and it can differ from person to person. And as I said, I can see why people love this map. It's just not a map that I want to play that frequently. This map does house my favorite Easter egg song though, so that's a plus in my book. I see Moon as another one of those you love it or you hate it type of maps. There's a lot of positive innovations that shine, and there's some negatives that hurt like a bee sting. For starters, the excavators crashing down is pretty annoying, especially when it can crash down on the biodome and decompress the room. This mechanic can literally end your run in a matter of a few seconds. The wave gun also can't produce drops like the thunder gun. Moon is an endurance test the entire 9 yards. I will add that the Easter egg ending is pretty great. Blowing up the earth looks so aesthetically pleasing. But like Shangri-La, it's not a map I really want to play frequently. And that ends Black Ops 1 Zombies. I think that it started and ended pretty positively. We had some easy maps and some hard maps, which balance out, really. Now on to Black Ops 2. Transit isn't bad. It's just really lame, tedious, and easy. For starters, the diabolical denizens face fuck you, and it's just not a pleasant experience when you want to go somewhere and the bus isn't where you are. And 99.999% of the time, the bus will not be where you want it to be. The jet gun is trash due to it breaking faster than you can say, I love the jet gun. And you have to build it, which makes it twice as annoying. Getting to Pack-a-Punch is completely random and severely disappointing when you don't get it unlocked. And in the town, the most popular area of the map, has no wall guns for you to purchase. Great! Now let's get into how easy this map can get. The bank is broken, the gun fridge will let you store a Pack-a-Punched weapon, making you have a Pack-a-Punched weapon on round 1, and outside of the farm is such an easy training spot because there's no fog, meaning no diabolical denizens. All in all, transit is really lame and really underwhelming. I actually like Nuketown Zombies. I enjoy how random it is at times, and it isn't as bad as the next map I'm going to cover. While yes, I do think that Jug spawning way too late in game is annoying, but I think there should be some hurdles to overcome while playing a Zombies map, and Nuketown Zombies does that. Nuketown Zombies is a mix of fun and wacky, and I don't think many Zombies maps do that sort of thing. I also enjoy that on round 25, the zombies' eyes turn blue, which made it a special treat during the Gauntlet. This map is my guilty pleasure, and I am not afraid to admit it. Let me start off by saying the obvious. I hate this map. This map fucking sucks and nearly ruined Black Ops 2. With this map being too tall and no PhD flopper, you can easily lose your sanity falling down over and over again. I could not tell you how many times I fell to my death rather than the zombies killing me instead. The elevator system sucks so badly. Pack-a-Punch is in the system and can move up and down no matter if you have a weapon in the machine or not. And if you use an elevator key, you can't use the key ever again, which makes no sense. Why does a key break? It's a key. It's supposed to be a multiple use item. That's a key's purpose. So why in the hell is the key single use? And the new perk Who's Who should not exist. It's not worth it when you have no guns or perks and you have to revive yourself. And it is a 2-hit down system, which means you are going to die pretty much instantly. This map nearly killed Black Ops 2 zombies, and if it wasn't for the next map, many players would have turned back and would have never played Call of Duty Zombies ever again. I would like to think that mobs saved Black Ops 2 zombies for a lot of people. However, in my opinion, I prefer Origins more than mob. For starters, I don't necessarily enjoy the journey to Pack-a-Punch. I don't know, I don't really like building planes all that much. Also, the Golden Gate Bridge on this map causes more crashes than any other map, and that was the cause for multiple wiped runs. And the other thing I don't have a huge fond of is how tight this map can be. Training can still be done in this map, however if you aren't careful you can get trapped easily. But after all the setup, it's a fun experience to play. However, I prefer Origins to this map any other day of the week, if I'm honest. Let me clear up some misconceptions. Buried is easy for people who don't do high rounds like you and me. The reason for this is that in the later rounds, the paralyzer doesn't kill any zombies and you have to rely on the subsurface resonator, or as I like to call it, the dubstep machine. But yeah, if you couldn't tell by the stuff I already said, this map is pretty easy for the casuals. There's a lot of tools to extend your game further, like the time bomb, paralyzer, head chopper, and the dubstep machine. However, the Easter egg is pretty difficult. Bottom line, this map is just some casual fun. A map to pop in and pop off whenever you want to have some fun alone or friends without any headaches or hiccups during gameplay. This map is amazing to me. Why? Because of the characters, the wonder weapons, the Easter egg songs, the Easter egg itself, and the fact that whatever which way you play, you can have fun no matter what. It does not matter what type of player you are. If you're a casual, you can just go to Pack-a-Punch and still have fun. If you're a pro player, you can do any challenge and have just as much fun as the casual. I also like how the map looks. Something about the aesthetic of this map is eye candy to me. The dark and gritty tone for this map makes it look so nice. When the robots walk up close, it makes me think that I'm the fly I saw last week. However, they can sometimes get in the way. I used to grow up not enjoying this map, but now I love it. It's my go-to map to play when I want to play some Black Ops 2 Zombies. It's that good. And that concludes Black Ops 2 Zombies. I must say that this game had the biggest glow up during this game's life cycle. We had shit like Die Rise, then we got Mob of the Dead immediately after Die Rise. If Mob of the Dead didn't release, you probably wouldn't be here right now watching this video. And because of that, I'm highly grateful. Alright, we're on the final map, and this map is very different from what it is now. For starters, the visuals look absolutely terrible, and it looks like it was on the 3DS. And also, Blast Furnace is overpowered and was never patched. Not to mention that the zombies are on a meth high while doing crack and taking shots of whiskey. And the in-game cutscenes are goofy and hilarious. But wait, you might be wondering, why am I playing Last Gen Shadows of Evil for the final map and not Origins? Well, the reason for that is Last Gen Shadows of Evil is way too funny to not have it as the finale. That's pretty much it, there's no other reason why. When all is said and done, this map is playable and it is Shadows of Evil, and thus concludes this segment of the video, and then I will be ranking every map I did in this gauntlet by least difficult to most difficult with my friend Ruiki, the participant alongside me in this gauntlet. Shout out to him. Anyways, take it away. And here we are with a segment of where we are ranking the every map in very easiest to hardest. And you might see that there's Black Ops 4 maps and also other stupid maps. Well, we're not gonna include those. We didn't play those. Oh, and
No,
by
we
oh,
didn't.
oh, and by the way, if you didn't already know, here is the other contestant, participant, what have you, for the round 25 gauntlet. Say hello.
Hello, viewers. How's it going?
Yippee. Anyways, let's start off with Knock
Alright.
Dirt on Tolton. I'm gonna let
Not
you
yet.
start first, since you
Oh,
beat
all
it
right.
first.
Oh, right, right. Dang, that was months ago.
Can't believe I
Sheesh.
remembered that.
Uh, yeah, that was like June something, like middle or end of June.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I'd say the Not was the hardest one for me
Oh yeah,
because it
100%.
was the. I'd say Not was the hardest for me, or at least one of the hardest,
I agree
because
with
I had to
that.
try. Because I had to try so much. Like, I'd say 5 times, and I was recording the whole thing.
5 times? It took me at
Yeah,
least,
just dying.
I remember I think the exact number of attempts I had, it was, I think it was like 10 or 11, maybe 12. Because
Yeah, me.
I remember commenting on how this is my ninth attempt on one of the attempts.
Oh yeah,
But I was so
I think
happy
I.
when I got the 25. I think I was in a VC with you.
Oh yeah, actually yeah, yeah,
It was awesome.
yeah.
Anyways, what would you rank this? I personally would rank this in the hard category.
Hmm. I'd probably say hard or like hardest
I want to say
or
hardest.
somewhere.
There's some maps for the
Oh right,
hardest,
right. I
right?
forgot that.
All right, so I guess
I
hard
forgot
is the oh, why did I get rid of while you were talking I got rid of medium hard. I don't even know why I got rid of it.
Yeah, I actually saw that. Like, it was just
I
me talking.
forgot. Okay, so hard.
Oh, okay. Hard, medium hard, large hard. What's next? Extra large.
Wait. Okay,
Hmm?
I'm just gonna cut to where everything is back in order because something messed up. Anyways, the reason why I put that is because I would say it's a medium. Now that I double take. Now for where's Verruct? Verruct right here. I think that this one is just as hard, if not harder.
Not for me. When you get the strategy down or a strategy down.
I was gonna say once I got a strategy down, it was quite gun ho
Fast.
because yeah, um, my training area was in the room where the showers are, which I think is everyone's training area.
Oh, okay. Mine was a Thompson room, and then I
Yeah,
just
that's what I
go
meant. Yeah,
all the way into the.
that's where I did as well.
Oh
But
yeah, because
really, once you get the
usually the.
PPSH or a really powerful weapon, I'd say like the PPSH, I'd say you're on the right track.
Thompson.
Or also the Thompson, yeah. But yeah, I'd also
Because I
put
mean,
this in medium hard.
yeah, that's more of a fair take, honestly.
Yeah. The reason why I got rid of medium hard is because medium's not really centered, but I do not care anymore. Alright, let's. I think you can agree with me on this one. Shinonuma is very easy.
Yeah, I mean, I had a hard time on it.
I got this
I
like
suck.
I went. I'll tell you what. As soon as I got done with Verruct, I went straight to Shinonuma, and I got it first try.
Yeah.
Also,
Actually,
if
when I
oh, oh, sorry, go ahead.
actually when I recorded the footage, I was at like over 30.
Yeah, but if I haven't
Pretty
said
good.
it in the segments where I give my opinion, to watch the Claystar high round guide. It's a good guide. It's what I used for for the Gauntlet.
Wait, wait, Ice JJ Fish? You mean that singer?
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about there's something about you, girl.
No. Anyways, moving on.
Okay,
Where's
cool.
Derice? There's Derice. I think that Derice is hard.
Mm, It's for me, it's a normal map.
I mean, the reason why I said it was hard because, as I said in the portions where I said my opinions, I said Derice was the hardest map. And the reason is because the 24 zombie cap is not a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I said for it.
Oh, yeah. For me, it just felt kind of like the Totem, but slightly more difficult. I just think I had to put it on like medium or something.
Oh, you know what? That's what I also said. I said that it was like tight, but since you said medium, I said hard. I think we should shoot down the middle and put it in medium hard again.
All right.
All right, next up is
All
Kino
right.
der Toten. And I don't know about you,
Peter.
but I think it's very easy.
Hmm, At least like the high tier to low tier easy.
Yeah, it's
I'm
well,
right around 10 range.
it let me think about it because the Thunder Gun is in this map. It was first introduced in this map. There's a big ass
Oh yeah.
theater in the trading area. But then again, in certain situations, you can get cornered seamlessly easily.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
know what
in some areas like
so you know what I think I will put it in easy.
fair point. I was thinking of that too.
It's like you gotta be very thorough with these rankings. All right, next up is 5. Now, I think we're gonna
Oh
have
dear God.
two similarly different opinions, but I think 5 is a medium tier map.
Five to me was hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
five to me was hard.
I could see why. I can definitely see why.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have to get well. I can't think. You have to have a set strategy. Well, you can say that for pretty much any other map, but
Yeah. It's just harder to get that strategy when the
it's
Pentagon Thief is
yeah.
stealing your weapons.
Oh yeah, 100%. Actually, I think I said in my analysis part was that a strategy is to have a unpack-a-punch weapon as death fodder for other Pentagon Thief.
And then you just steal that and get a fire cell.
Yeah.
That's a good strategy, honestly. Me, I was trying to do that strategy you said. I have to have the M1911 and then just kill the kill the Pentagon thief
Oh
or
yeah,
Yuri the Russian, I think.
yeah. So I am gonna put it. Well, I just put it on the top tier of medium hard. I don't even know why I'm saying this because you can see my screen, but just narrating for my blind audience, I guess. What's next? It was Ascension, right? All right.
Yes, the
Okay.
Ascension.
Okay, Ascension. I think that this one shares a spot with Kino.
Yeah, I think this is also the very first BO3 map with open spaces. That might be a theory though.
Oh, you got me thinking. Isn't there a section in Gorod or where one
Or
of the dragons are? Is that pretty open? I don't know.
yeah, but you can get cornered very easily. Plus, it feels most like Black Ops 1 in that map. I like it.
Yeah. Regardless, the reason why I put it in easy and not very easy is because of the monkeys.
Oh yeah, I
People,
hate them.
most people,
Hate them
ow.
so much.
Most people would
Sorry.
just put it in very easy because of
No,
the big open lunar lander, but they sometimes forget about the monkeys. Those can sometimes end your run, and it did end one of my runs
bruh.
on this
Do you
map.
not know how strong these monkeys are? Like, I remember throwing a grenade at them. Not even in the. Actually, this happened a couple of days ago. I was just throwing a grenade at them, and they threw it right back at me.
Yep, they can do that.
They
They're
go. They can
smart
destroy
monkeys.
claymores. Oh yeah, I don't like them. They destroy claymores. They they can create an explosion that can down you instantly.
If you're not
And they
careful.
and also they can break your perks. That's
Yep, they can just hump your perks. What was the next map?
yes.
Was it Call of
Call
the
it
Dead?
dead.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
so. I think Call of the Dead is a hard map. I'd
Yep.
slap that right there.
I agree with that one.
Yeah, I don't get it twisted. It's not a well, I can't speak. It's up there for one of the hard BO1 maps. And the reason for that is for the most part is I can't think. It's because of
Because of
George.
George,
I was gonna say because of George.
I think I even ranted in my thoughts because of how much I despise George.
We'll get into
But
that after this segment.
all right,
But
you
yeah,
Georgie.
I think I also ranted it. Well, I don't. I think I ranted about it in my thoughts, but I'm not entirely sure. So slap that in hard, and we'll call that part a day. Is Shang the next map?
But yeah, Shangri La,
Okay, I'm gonna slap
the
this in the
Himalayan
hardest.
exotic jungle.
I think that this
I can
is.
see why.
I
I can see
yeah.
why.
It took me a while to get to get the strategy down.
Yeah, because you never played Shang before.
Yeah, actually this Gauntlet was the first time I ever played Shing, so I had to look up a oh, what the hell is he called? I think it was a Yodi Slayer
The
guide. I think that's his name.
the shrink ray,
Oh, I didn't use the
or
shrink ray. I used the 1911
oh yeah, I use that too.
and the baby AK.
Oh, the load sound of that thing is so good.
But yeah, I think I looked up I definitely looked up a guide for the strategy, and I think it was a Yodi Slay guide. I'm looking it up now, and I can't find it right now, but I bet it was by Yodi Slaya.
Yeah, I can honestly see why, because there's no training spots. For you to train, you have to go all around the map. Well,
Yep,
not me. I
that
can do that.
yeah, you have to. Well, it's not. It's like half. It's like you have to go
Okay.
through where the minecart is, go through the tunnels, and then go through more tunnels, and then at the end go up the geyser that leads to spawn, and just rinse and repeat.
Man, that's a smart one. I just demolished and moved the zombies up with my 1911 to claymores. That's all. That's what I did in my run.
I didn't want to toy around with luck for Black Ops 1 for the most part. So that's why I just stuck with one universal loadout. So are we in agreement with this placement?
Yeah, even though I got it my my first
I remember.
something.
I remember you were stuck on this. You were stuck on Shang while I was
Yeah.
stuck on Moon, which I
Oh,
think I just played this recently with you,
yeah.
and it was not that bad of an experience.
I
I'd put it up the top of hard.
yeah, maybe that.
I mean, my
Plus,
opinions, what long ago was it was also a hardest map, but it's changed. I've changed.
like we all do as human beings.
Yep.
But yeah, my thoughts on Moon is that I don't like it. It's just that there's too much stuff going on. Like you gotta worry about the excavators. You have to worry about getting hackers so you can you can hack the
Yeah.
excavators out. Then you have to worry about not trying to die while you're running out there outside. Then you have to deal with the cost, and I despise that gun so much. I hate him. I
Yeah.
hate him.
Yeah, and honestly, I I'd say that Moon is another one of those you love it or you hate it type of maps. It's the same with Shang and, well, I'd say for the most part Call of the Dead.
Well, Moon, my thought, well, not even Gauntlet, just personal bias. I just think Moon. I don't like Moon, nor do I hate it. I think it's right in the middle.
That's
Like I don't really care all too much.
pretty fair. Well, here it is. Transit.
Yeah,
And I said in
it's
my thoughts, I said it wasn't a bad map. It's just a boring and annoying.
like a very inconvenient map.
Yes, 100%. And I'd put it in the medium tier. Like it's not hard. It's just that it's really time. It extends your playtime. Like if you're not
Oh yeah,
lucky.
absolutely.
Well, glad we're on agreement. So next up is Nuketown in release order, not in chronological.
Oh,
And I will die on this hill with the Smith plays. I enjoy this map. I actually like it.
me too. It's a great map.
I'd put it. I would put it.
Me and Mark.
It's like a buffed up Nocturne Toten, honestly, and because of that, I slap that right.
Yeah,
Sandwich it in between Noct and Verruct. That's where I'd really put it.
yeah. Because this is the first map that doesn't have any windows.
That's
Any
true.
windows, so you can get that easily
And there's
if you're not careful.
and that means no carpenters.
Nope.
And honestly, you know what? The
What?
This is the first like bite-sized small map that has like two training areas.
Huh.
Because the greenhouse is a training area, and the yellow house is also a feasible training area.
Yeah, actually, actually have. You just don't need to survive in the middle because that's where normal hordes spawn in.
But I mean, we've played Nuketown together. You know that yellow house is a
Dude, that was
survivable
fun.
training spot.
We can just survive in different houses, not
Yep.
try to kill
That's
each other
why I
with
think
our
that this is a
hordes.
great two-player map, but anything above it, I think it's a little bit finicky.
Like 4 player.
Yeah, four-player. I think that's that's just way too chaotic.
Bruh, have you played 8 player Nuketown? Dear goodness.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Anyways, oh no. Where next up is Die Rise.
I like to call it the vomit map.
I like to call it I hate it so much map, and honestly, I put it in the same tier as Transit.
For me, it was a tad bit harder because you can get lost very easily.
You know what?
And
That's fair.
even in my review, I said, bruh, the color palette you can only see green and mostly depressed blue and gray.
The color palette is basically just an NES game or just a Game Boy game.
Oh,
It's just
wow,
ugly
I
shades
never
of
thought that
green.
way.
Well, that's an analogy, of course.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. So next up is Mob of the Dead. And you know
Oh
what?
yeah,
I'd put this map in. I I'd put it in also medium hard
yeah, yeah. That is a little fair. That is fair actually.
because of the amount of steps you have to take to get the Pack-a-Punch. You can die in the middle of that stuff pretty seamlessly. And also, if you're not managing your afterlife, your Dunyan rings.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Like there's a lot to do. It feels like a movie, and that's the difference between
I mean,
Mandela's
yeah,
zombies and
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Zielinski's.
Yeah,
And you know
Jimmy
what?
Zielinski's
Honestly,
is like
uh, no, go ahead.
Jimmy Zielinski is like Sonic, but much more successful.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, you know what? Because I said this in my analysis, I think the reason why it's like medium hard here and not like at a medium is because how tight it is, and that's
Yes,
because it's supposed to be realistic. And I was back in like 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago. How long ago is 2021?
3 years ago.
Jeez, I feel
I
old.
mean,
Regardless,
I'm old.
like 3 years ago, I'd say like I
Oh,
don't like I don't like realism. It's a video game. Really, that's just me
like
getting and just huffing copium.
I mean, have you played a 2000s game?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Okay, you're gonna face realism. I mean,
Sonic
we're
Adventure 2 is
all
not that hard.
Sonic 6.
Oh, that's that's cause how buggy the game is. Regardless, next up is Buried.
Breed.
For
The last
there's
map.
some qualities that I'd say putting it in medium is feasible.
I guess
I mean, the reason why I
I'd say
say
like
that is because again how tight the map is, but also you have the like all the buildables in your disposal.
yep. You also this is the map that introduced the Reiko Mark II.
That is very true.
Very important map. Very important.
The
So you can't put
one
that thing in days.
But I believe like the reasons why I wouldn't put that I would put it in medium. It's one if we were doing a around 100 gauntlet, and I'd I'd put it in medium because paralyzer shits out at around 73 or
Oh
in the
wow,
70s, but
wow. You don't need to do nothing honestly. You just need to build all the build rules to get the giant to build all that stuff for you.
get the subsurface resonator or is the dubstep machine, and your your goose is not cooked.
Then you have the head chopper.
Yep. But if you're not careful, you can chop your own head off, which is something I've done
Yeah,
three
you do
years
that.
ago, 3 or 4 years ago, but now, no, no, no. Next up is oranges.
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 Hmm.
And I honestly don't know where to put it.
Uh, hmm. Since we both play Origins a lot, yeah,
Yeah.
we can put them easy, but hmm. I was just trying to generalize people in general, because not everyone can have the browser I
Not
usually do.
not everyone can deal with a Panzer like us veterans can.
Oh, here's something. If for viewers who are struggling with the Panzer, Black Ops 2, not Black Ops 3, either A, have the Mauser, B, get a Mark II, or get a ray gun, or get a strong gun, or three, get claymores and explosives.
Or
Those are the three
D,
ways
or D, get a very
to get that.
accurate weapon. In this case, the STG from the church.
But, sorry.
The MP40 is like
That's funny.
way too inaccurate to shoot at him from long distances. I'm sorry.
I mean, World at War, its recoil was just going up. Black Ops 1 is when it started kicking, and then BO2 it starts to go sideways. It starts to kick even more
Yeah,
and go
that,
down.
and you know what? That's why I would honestly rather get the STG than the MP40. I love both weapons in real
I do
life,
too. Oh yeah.
but the STG is just more accurate, man. Anyways, we're
Plus
rambling.
has more ammo.
Oh yeah,
Ammo is
that
stronger.
that too. Um,
All right.
I
Origins.
where would I put oranges? I'm not putting it in easy. There's too many qualifications. I'd bump it up. So let's start from the bottom. So let's see. The generators are sometimes a hassle. The robots are a
Yeah.
hassle.
Yeah.
Every two deficits
Get stuff
is a increase. What else?
and
The Panzer.
the bench around it.
Yeah, the Spanish spawns around 8. And just the Panzer in general.
I
Uh,
mean, if you grab, you can just shoot. You can just shoot its arm.
yeah, but not many people would know
That
that.
well, how they know? So when they get grappled, shoot red orb, and you'll be left free.
He means the big glowing red button. So if you
Yeah,
see
that's what I
anything
meant.
red while you're grappled, just shoot at it.
Or its face. Well, not when it's
You
grabbing
won't
you.
have enough time when you won't have enough time. What
Oh,
else?
she's already to death. Plus, you gotta die.
The staffs are sometimes, well, some of the staffs are, the parts are to get, specifically the wind staff, because the robots, as I said before, are sometimes a real pain in the ass.
You can say that easily for you. I never get stepped on like a roach.
No, not that. It's just that it spawns, or it goes to
Oh
the
yeah.
area you're not in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I was a
And
fool 3 years ago. If you OGs have watched the fail compilation, you would know that one of the clips are me getting stepped on by a robot in oranges. And the reason why that is because there's three of the robots spawning at once, and that means that none of them are lit. I've learned that the hard way. And yeah, I think
So
that's.
sorry.
And honestly, I think that's all the deficits that I have that are supposed to be like for like casuals and sometimes hardcore players. We're not including like Easter egg steps. We're not we.
No,
It's not required to do the Easter egg for a 25 gauntlet.
man, if you're, yeah, never mind. Never
All right,
mind.
this one's for me, I guess, because I was the only one who did Last Gen Shadows. But
Oh, right,
on the Shadows
right.
of Evil, I think that this one is, you know what, similar to Oranges. It has multiple steps to get the pack a punch.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Brain
Yeah, I
fart.
forgot about that.
There's a big
Eh?
tedious Easter egg that requires multiple people.
All right. Dang, you can't even beat it by yourself. That sucks.
And this is exclusive for the Last Gen Shadows version. Whenever you're getting hit by a horde,
You stop.
you stop and you might as well call your ass, kiss your ass goodbye. If you don't have stamina, you're fucked. I don't know why I censored myself
Wow.
there. But yeah,
That's just.
they're on drugs. If the
Yeah.
if the version that you know are on drugs, these are on more drugs.
Oh, wow. Dude, imagine all the zombies just are, instead of them being zombies, they're just angry parents getting belts.
Yep. And
Dear
that
goodness.
is what I call a tier list. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna look over. These look just fine. Yeah, and that's it. All these we didn't do.
Their Facebook.
And we're gonna save that. Log in this. Ah, screw you. I'm just gonna download the image.
Download image.
I assumed I
Make
download
that my
the
thumbnail.
down. That will not be the thumbnail, good sir. Yeah, and there we go.
It's gonna it's gonna make some people mad.
Can't please everybody.
Man, imagine if Crazy Rabbit sees this.
I would highly doubt it. But there
Yeah,
you go.
man.
That's the that's the ranking. And that is the end of the round 25 gauntlet. For me at least. Over at Ruiki's channel, you might post more videos about the round 25 gauntlet or so. I'd like to say before I roll the outro is that for everyone who has been involved or was up to date with the round 25 gauntlet while it was around, I'd like to thank you as much as I would thank Riki for being a part of this entire ordeal because technically this has been a 3 year thing for me because I started doing this when I was 12. It was like beginning of 2021 when I was knocking out all of the maps for round 25, but I called it hours of uh, bearable and painful stuff. I can't believe I remembered that after 3 years. Regardless, I'm glad I can lift this weight off of my shoulders. After 3 years, it's finally done. For the most part, until I get like a better PC. I will do Black Ops 3. Yeah. If you stuck around for the entirety of this video, you're a legend, and I love you. I love you. Regardless, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the entirety of this 54-minute video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, hit the bell notification for more gameplay videos, and just videos in general. Yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that'll come out. Peace out. By the way, check out Riki's channel for his side of the Round 25 Gauntlet, his thoughts about it. Anyways, yeah, this time, peace.
You see me cry, you wanna help, but if you take my smile, no one bats an eye. Read these words I give to you, flake your bird.